Hello and welcome to my channel. I am at Boston Logan Airport and ready to fly to Zurich with Swiss Airlines. I am flying in business class today, but this didn't avoid a quite lengthy wait at the check-in. But I have plenty of extra time, so I was in no rush. After check-in and security control, I went straight to the Star Alliance lounge. The lounge was quite busy, as it is not only for Swiss, but also for the other Star Alliance members. The view from the lounge is quite nice, and I was able to watch some interesting traffic. Business class passengers can board the flight straight from the lounge, which I find pretty convenient. After the Lufthansa flight boarded, I got a bit of me time in the lounge and eventually my aircraft arrived in Boston, parking straight in front of the lounge. A bit later it was my turn to board and no boarding pass was necessary, as for some reason a scanner already knew how I look and granted me access to the aircraft. The jet bridge was 2 floors down, so it took a while until I reached the aircraft cabin. After a friendly welcome, I was in the larger of the 2 business class sections. And Swiss has a pretty unique cabin layout with alternating 1-to-1 and 2-to-1 seating. The 1-to-1 rows are even numbered and offer the so-called throne seats, which I will have as I've got seat 12 Alpha tonight. On my seat I've got this fluffy pillow and a blanket. Below the fairly small entertainment screen I found these headphones and next to it a bottle of water. There's a bit of storage room here, and I also have not 1 but 2 coat hooks here. And a copy-paste on the other side containing reading material and the safety card of this Airbus A330-300. As well as some instruction for the seat settings. Talking about the seat settings, they can be controlled here with this pretty extensive control interface. The table can be released by a press of this button. And here we find the pretty old-fashioned remote control. On my left I find the headphones port and also a power socket plus the reading light. There's another seat control hidden there, better accessible once I'm in a lie-flat position. On the other side I found this metal Victorinox amenity kit, which we will check out after takeoff, as I am now offered a welcome drink. I couldn't resist going for the champagne tonight. Unfortunately, Swiss doesn't offer any individual air fans, only these overhead reading lights. The menu and breakfast selection card was handed out, so let me show it to you. However, I will skip the main serving and therefore please forgive me for not showing that meal to you this time, as I had to go straight to sleep after takeoff. Jet lag was taking its toll. We are pushing back, so let's get buckled in for this red-eye flight to Zurich. We are climbing out of Boston towards the North Atlantic. Let's get rid of those shoes for which there's an own little storage space. Let's quickly check out the Victorinox amenity kit. It comes with a toothbrush, a pair of red socks, toothpaste, earplugs, and eye shades. A pretty basic amenity kit, I must say. Looks like the time of exciting sample fragrances, face creams or lip balms is over with Swiss. Swiss offers in-flight Wi-Fi at these fairly steep rates. CHF is Swiss francs and it is quite comparable to US dollars at the time of recording. This is a closer look at the secondary seat controls, which is handy when in laying position. Talking about laying position, I will go into that right now, hoping to get a few hours of sleep, as did the majority of the passengers, also skipping the meal. The night felt short and the air cushion system of this seat kept on waking me up every time it adjusted its firmness, sometimes too very firm without obvious reason. An annoyance I experienced with the Swiss business class seat already 10 years ago. I really hope they get rid of this air cushion system, maybe with their new business class expected on the new Airbus A350s. Anyway, just after I woke up, preparation for breakfast started and I was looking forward to get my coffee, juice, smoothie, croissant and sweet pastry, plus a yogurt. I was actually hoping for an omelette or any other egg dish and the famous Swiss Rösti, which is a kind of hash brown. But none of that was available on the breakfast card. I like that Swiss offers smoothies and luckily there will be egg dishes available in the arrival lounge at Zurich Airport for long-haul flight business class passengers, but only if arriving in the morning like we do. We have reached the European mainland and we will be landing in less than 1 hour. Let's use the time to have a look at the movie selection. It's an okay selection with roughly 170 movies, newer ones and lots of classic ones. There are also a few Swiss-made movies available to see on this fairly touch-insensitive screen. And there's also the classic Air Show, my all-time favorite channel on any flight. The cabin is prepared for landing and I was handed out a piece of Swiss chocolate, with my jacket brought back to my seat for arrival into Zurich. This is a good moment for a brief summary of my impressions. I believe Swiss is overdue for a business class cabin refurbishment, as the IFE feels outdated, the seats are not the most comfortable in my opinion, especially because of these annoying air cushions, and the breakfast felt minimalistic, and so did the amenity kit. Maybe the after departure dinner would have been a highlight, so I don't want to complain about the catering too much. The cabin crew seemed friendly, attentive and professional, so they surely make up for the other flaws. Overall, I would rate my experience as average and probably I will wait for another business class flight until their new hard product is implemented. We have landed. Welcome to Switzerland. I hope you liked this flight review, and if so, maybe press the thumbs up button. Please also consider subscribing to my channel, that would help it grow. Thank you for watching, have a great day, bye for now.